So guys, recently OnePlus has released this OnePlus 7T in India and I have bought it. It's been almost 20 days since I'm using this smartphone as my primary device. So I guess it's a correct time to review it. So hey, what's up guys, my name is Zahir and this is a full review of this OnePlus 7T. So let's check it out. Does it worth that 38,000 rupees or not? So let's begin. So guys, let's start the review with the build quality and the design. The sides are metal and the front as well as the back is glass. On the back we have this matte glass which looks pretty good. It's known as frosted glass. In terms of the feel and look, it looks pretty premium. Like seriously, it looks very premium. And the camera position is not that good in my opinion because it resembles a Motorola phone. I mean, the Motorola phones have their place, but this is a premium smartphone brand. Some people like it, some people don't. So it's their personal preference. I don't say anything about that, but overall design and the build quality is amazing, and that back glass is also protected by the Gorilla Glass. So when it comes to drops and all, it will definitely not gonna break that easily, but the glass is glass and glass is prone to break. That's why they have included this case, so you can definitely use this case to protect your smartphone. This camera bump is also protected with a glass, so that's great. And moving to the front, we have this 6.55 inches of 1080p AMOLED display. It's Super AMOLED display with 90 Hz refresh rates. Talking about the refresh rate, it is just amazing. You have to at least use a 90 Hz refresh rate display to experience it and to see what it feels to use a 90 Hz or faster refresh rates display if you haven't used it yet. But if you used it, you know what I'm talking about. It's very smooth. I mean, already all the OnePlus smartphones are very fast in terms of the performance, but this takes to the next level. So when it comes to smoothness, no doubt about this smartphone is very smooth. And talking about that display quality, it's an AMOLED display and I would love to have the 1440p resolution, but 1080p is good too, especially if you consider the battery life. Sometimes I feel that it is a bit saturated for my liking, but you can go and tweak the saturation in the settings, so that's great. Overall, the display is pretty fantastic, no doubt about that. The brightness is good enough. It supports HDR10. Widevine L1 is also supported, so HD content on OTT platforms is completely supported on this phone. I have seen some movies on Amazon Prime, and on the front too it has this Gorilla Glass protection. Then after that, let's talk about the performance. As you know, the reputation of the OnePlus, they give latest and greatest specifications. So yeah, this one also has the latest and greatest specification. It has the Snapdragon 855 Plus, which is the best processor that Qualcomm has to offer. So that processor is very powerful, no doubt about that. And combining that, we have the 8GB of DDR4 RAM and we have 128GB. By the way, this is a 128GB variant, so it has 128GB UFS 3.0 storage, which is very fast. Combining all those specs, it performs really amazingly. And thanks to that, the 90 Hz display, you feel the performance. Let it be day-to-day task, opening apps, multitasking, everything is super smooth in this phone. Basically, this is a speed monster. I have not used any smartphone that can give the speed that it offers, but it costs 38,000. So I expect something from it. So yeah, it delivers too. And talking about the gaming performance, even here, I am super impressed with it. The gaming performance of this phone is just incredible. You know, I have played PUBG, I have played that Call of Duty Mobile and all, and let me tell you that the performance of those games was pretty amazing. I have made a dedicated videos on those games. If you wanna see them, I will leave the card, you can go and check that out. But overall conclusion guys, the performance of the gameplay is pretty good, even though it does heats up a little while playing game, but it's a glass phone and the metal, so yeah, you feel the heatness a lot more as compared to the plastic devices. But this is the reality guys, it does get heats little bit, but not alarming or something like that, but it's good. The gaming performance is top notch. Now guys, let's talk about those cameras. It has triple rear camera. The primary sensor is the same, 48 megapixel IMX586 sensor, and then we have a 16 megapixel f2.2 wide angle lens. Then we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens that has an aperture of f2.2, so that's great. And on the front it has a 16 megapixel f2.0 lens. And let's talk about the images guys. You can take some amazing pictures in the daylighting situation with all the lens, I have to say. In terms of the low lighting or inward lighting situation, here too you can take some amazing pictures with the normal lens. lens, but when it comes to the ultra wide and the telephoto lens, the performance is not as good as it was in the daylighting situation, but they definitely do helps, especially that wide angle lens. But when we lose the light, I have to say the performance is not that good as compared to some other flagship devices. And I have to say that I feel that sometimes it definitely add a bit of saturation there. I don't like that much saturation in any images, but it gives very pleasing to eye picture. If you are a normal person, then it looks pretty good to you. Otherwise, if you like to edit your images, it can definitely take raw pictures too, so that's great. And talking about the videos, it can take 4K videos with an ultra wide lens too, so that's great. 4K 60 fps is supported with the normal lens. So I have made a full dedicated camera review of this smartphone. If you want to see in-depth camera review of this phone, then you can go and check the video out, which I will leave here. So go and check the camera review. And talking about the front facing camera, you can definitely take some good pictures with the front facing camera too, but it was not extraordinary or something like that, especially in this price category. So yeah, it's good enough, I can say that. And for powering all those ups, we have a 3800 mAh battery. And when it comes to the battery life, I have observed that when I'm using it on the 90 Hz, 95% of the time I have used it on 90 Hz, and in the 90 Hz I am getting around 5.5 hours screen on time, which is not bad. Basically a one-day phone, I can say that. I'm not playing games and all, by the way. My day does not involve gameplay or what, but I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch OTT content. I consume a lot of music, I consume a lot of YouTube and all. But when you turn the refresh rate down to 60 Hz, then the magic happens. Then I am getting around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time, which is just insane in my opinion. If you wanna get amazing battery life, then you can use the 60 Hz, but I don't suggest it because the main USP of this phone is that 90 Hz display, and that is some most amazing thing about this smartphone, I can say that. If I know that how much battery does it consume, I have made a dedicated video where I have shown you in my real life that how much battery that 90 Hz consume versus how much battery that 60 Hz consume. I have used it the whole day and documented the whole day. So if you wanna see that video, I will leave the card. You can go and check that out. That video is very awesome, by the way, and you guys gave us such amazing response on that video. Thank you so much. And talking about the charging time, that 3800 mAh battery takes around 50 minutes to charge completely, which is insane. I mean, they have bundled a 30-watt WAP charger 30T. Yeah, terrible name for sure. But that 30-watt WAP charger 30T is a very good charger. Like, seriously. It can charge this smartphone in just 50 minutes, which is insane. I just love the speed of the charging. So if you want a fast charging speed wala phone, then this is definitely for you. Now let's talk about the main USP of this phone, which is the software. Guys, this is running on Oxygen OS, which is on Android 10. And I have to tell you that Oxygen OS is one of the best UIs that you can use in any smartphone. Whether it is iOS or Android, iOS is better, of course, in their own way, but in terms of the Android, this is the best Android UI that I have ever used in my life. So the overall experience, the software experience is pretty good. There were some bugs when I bought this smartphone, like I have not able to resume the call when I put it on hold, but those were solved. So no complaints. But yeah, I have to say the software is just amazing, and it is very, very feature rich too. By the way, guys, if you want to know more about the software and the features that it offers a lot of features and very clean UI. If you want to know more about the features of this phone, I have made a dedicated video where I've showed you some amazing tips, tricks and hidden features of this smartphone. If you want to see that, I will leave the card. You can go and check that out. Hands down, this is the best software that you can get in the Android department. And then let's talk about the network reception and the call quality. It has dual SIM card connectivity, no micro SD card slot, sadly, but yeah, this is the reality. And talking about the network reception and call quality, it has some amazing network antennas and you get some amazing networks from it. So no doubt about that, the reception and the networks are pretty good, and even the call quality is pretty great too. It has a earpiece which also doubles as a speaker when you watch videos and listen to the music or anything. So that earpiece is quite loud and clear. So overall, the call quality and the reception is pretty good. And then moving to the sound quality, guys, it does not have the headphone jack. No complaints about that. I should not complain about the headphone jack because it's a trend now. No smartphone is coming with the headphone jack, so I should not complain about it. But this smartphone has some of the best speaker that I have heard in this price category. I mean, ROG Phone 2 has some very amazing speakers too, but this smartphone is not bad either. It has dual speakers. The bottom firing speaker is the main one. Then we have the earpiece, which also becomes the second speaker, and both are quite balanced. I don't feel that one is louder than the other, but both are quite balanced, and those sounds just amazing, no doubt about that. The sound quality is superb. It's very loud and it's rich in quality. It's not like muddy or something like that. Even on the highest volume, it does not distort. I mean, if it was distorting, I am not able to understand the distortion, or I can say it is very very minimal, because my ears are very very good in terms of catching sound. So I have to say the speakers of this smartphone is pretty good. Even the low end is present, and the whole phone is vibrating when I hear something. So the speakers is just great, no doubt about that. And guys, now let's talk about the security features. So guys, it has a front mounted fingerprint scanner, that under display fingerprint scanner, and we have the face unlock with this notch camera. First of all, let's talk about the face unlock. I have to say it is very very fast, very fast. Let me show you. Yep, as you see, open. It's super quick, guys. It's super quick, as you see over here. And now let's test the fingerprint scanner too. This is the third generation, I guess, of the in-display fingerprint scanner. And as you see over here, it is good, very fast actually, and quite accurate too. It was not that accurate when I bought it. I got some updates, and after those updates, it becomes little bit faster as it was, and it is started to become accurate, I guess, because of my usage pattern, because now I know how to use it, and I get habitual of putting my finger at the right place, because it has a very small sensor, and I wasn't able to identify where the sensor is. The overall screen is very symmetrical, so you cannot feel it. Like the back mounted fingerprint scanner has that indication, so we can properly tap on it and it will get unlocked, but it does not have any indication. So that's kind of an issue, but slowly I am become habitual of it, and now my hand get rested on the perfect place and it gets unlocked. But it takes around a second to unlock, but overall the speed is good enough, no doubt. So yeah guys, this was my review of this OnePlus 7T, and now let's talk about the pros and some cons. By the way, I have made a dedicated video where I've showed you 7 reasons to buy this smartphone and 7 reasons not to purchase this smartphone. If you wanna see that, go ahead and check that video. So in 38,000 you get this Super AMOLED 90Hz display, which is insane, which is super fast. Then we have some amazing performance with super high-end specifications, and then we have that Oxygen OS, very amazing build quality and design and looks. Then we have warp charger, and those cameras are good too. And then we have alert slider, build quality is amazing, as I've told you. Speakers are just great. Even the network and reception is good enough. And talking about some cons, it has some cons. First of all, it does not support any official IP rating, so that's kind of a bummer for a lot of people, as well as it does not support any wireless charging. That's very sad. Like, I love the wireless charging, guys. I would love to just put it on a charger and just rest. It does not support any SD card, and a lot of people hate this design. So yeah, this is kind of a con for a lot of people. And this this camera is very very bumpy and it's very very big. As you see, when I put right over here, it definitely wobbles a lot on the table. It does not wobble while typing, but when I tap on the top of the display either side, it definitely wobbles. So yeah, these are some of the cons that I found with this smartphone. Other than that, overall this smartphone is pretty good. You can definitely look into it. If your budget allows, then you can definitely consider to buy this smartphone. Otherwise, if you want a pure gaming phone, then you can go with the ROG Phone 2. That's a very very good smartphone, by the way, other than the software and those some little nooks and knacks, but that's a dedicated gaming smartphone. This is the overall smartphone. It covers almost everything except the battery life could be a little bit better. So yeah, overall you have my full recommendation. You can definitely go ahead and buy this smartphone. And by the way guys, if you want to purchase this smartphone, I can leave the link in the description box below from where you can purchase it. It's Amazon's affiliate link, so if you can use it, I will get some kickback without costing you a penny. So yeah, thank you so much for using that link. So that's all in this video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then hit that like button. By the way, guys, you can share this video with your friends who are looking to buy the smartphone. It will be very helpful for them. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And guys, if you love my content, then you can subscribe to this channel with the bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I post new videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.